County.
Yeah.
Well, praise be to God. Praise the Lord, everybody.
All right.
Just let it keep going. All right, everybody, listen. I mean, it's not a close-up, so it's a wide shot. So you already see this lovely queen right here. But I'm just ecstatic right now. I'm with the one and only Miss Rodessa Barrett Porter with Gospel Diaries. Praise the Lord.
Thank you.
Can I say praise the Lord?
Oh, yes. Praise the Lord.
Lord, God has been good to you, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
He's brought you through many dangerous storms, trials, and everything, huh? And you're still here.
I'm still here.
Still here. What you think about it?
I often wonder, why am I still here?
Talk about
My
that.
husband is gone and all his people. My mama, my dad, my sisters, my brothers. All of our people that I grew up with. My friends, they're all gone. And I'm still here.
Still here.
And I often wonder why. I see everybody say, well, it's just not your time. When your time comes, you'll go. But I just want the Lord to know I appreciate being here.
My God.
And still able to get up and move around and talk. Not like I want to.
But you're doing
But
it.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I can feed myself. I can go to the bathroom myself.
See, what we're going to do, have some church or something? Is that what you're trying to do? My God.
Just want you to know.
Just want me to know that God is keeping you.
That's right. And God has done it all through the years.
Yeah.
My sisters and I, we traveled all over the world. And we never got into any trouble. You know, the people was nice to us. Our agent was Willie Liza from Switzerland. And he was nice to us. The people were nice to us. And I never forget, I was going through Africa in the airport. I think it was going to Barcelona. No, that was Spain. Anyway, we were on our way to South Africa. And they're going through the airport. So they stopped us, say, you know, let me see your ID and blah, blah, blah. And we showed it to them. And then they said, what are you doing over here? So well, I'm over here to sing to you about, sing to you about our God and how good God is. He looked, he said, your God? He said, what color is your God? I said, the same color as yours. He looked at me and said, go on. So I went on through. But we had a good time. People were nice to us. They feed us. They take us on trips. They made sure that we had everything we had and we were safe.
Wow. So it's amazing that we jumped right into traveling abroad, traveling overseas. I think that's a perfect segue to go into like the origins of this trio. You know, tell us a little bit about the origin of the Barrett Sisters.
Well, the Barrett Sisters.
Yes. I'm excited.
The Barrett Sisters were raised in church.
Okay. Church. Did you say church?
Church.
Okay.
We were 3 sisters. My auntie was the choir director at Morning Star Baptist Church on 39th and King Drive. My father was the deacon. My mother was a missionary there in that church. And we went to church there. As little girls, we was in the choir and singing and whatnot. So that's how we start knowing what it was to mean to sing gospel music. And as the years went by, we still would go. We were not allowed, on Sundays, we had to go to church.
Right.
There was nothing else you could do because you couldn't, the parents wouldn't let you go nowhere. We couldn't go to the show or no other place. So we were raised by Christian people.
Okay.
Who taught us how to be Christian people, grow up, and what it means to have God in your life, what it meant to do the things that God wanted you to do in order to succeed.
Wow.
And I think my mom, I think my daddy, my aunties.
And their names?
My dad.
Your parents' names?
Lonnie Barrett.
Oh, wow.
My father.
Okay.
My mother's name was Susie Barrett.
Susie. Okay.
Right. They met long time ago. They met in Mississippi.
Was they high school sweethearts?
I don't know because Mom and Papa came from Mississippi to Illinois, Chicago, and I was still.
Yeah.
I wasn't even born because I was born in 1930.
Okay.
They came back in the 20s, I guess. So late 20s, or
Oh,
early
yeah.
20s.
So look, we're gonna go back to the origins of the Barrett Sisters, but I will be obedient to this area that's just banging me in the head right now.
Okay.
Okay, so we're talking 1930s, right?
Hmm.
So we're talking pre-gospel, and we're talking about it at a time where the assimilation of African Americans was prominent, because African Americans, they felt that they needed to prove to America
Yes.
that they had every tool or every essential, you know, to fit in.
Right.
So at that particular time, a lot of the African American churches, they were sedated with this European liturgical practice, with these European liturgical practice. But you went to a Baptist church in the North, and you are so. Tell me, take me through the 30s. Now, were you all singing spiritual? Were you singing anthems? Were you singing?
No, I was
Okay,
born in
okay,
1930.
okay,
So I didn't know, like I said, we went to church. We went
okay,
to church.
okay,
But I didn't know anything about till I was maybe about 12, 13, or 9, 8, 9, somewhere around there.
okay,
Where I really began to realize what gospel music was,
okay, yeah, okay,
what I was singing about,
okay.
what people were talking about, what Thomas A. Dorsey had written about. So by the time I was 13 years old, I knew gospel music. I knew when we said, Precious Lord,
Come on, take my
Precious
hand.
Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. Lord, I'm tired, I am weak, I am worn, through the storm, through the night, lead me on to the light. Precious Lord, take my hand and lead me on. That was one of the most popular songs was growing up. That song that Thomas A. Dorsey wrote was so beautiful. It touched your heart. It made you think about what he's saying. Precious Lord, take my hand and lead me on. It was beautiful. So that's how we got to know gospel music. The music, Roberta Martin, the Martin singers. That was who was the
At
other
that
song?
particular time, you had the Roberta Martin, Lucy Smith singers.
Yeah, Lucy Smith used to play for
The
us.
Lux singers. Well, the Duncaneers came a little later, probably
Right,
later.
right.
But Lucy Smith, Ella Lucy Smith, her choir,
Right.
First Church of Deliverance. We can go on and on, right? One of my favorite, Robert Anderson.
Yes.
Before we end this segment, Robert Anderson, you met him, of course you met him.
Oh yeah. I
Tell
know
me a little
Robert.
bit about Robert Anderson.
Robert Anderson was a good friend of the Barrett
Okay.
Sisters. He would come to our house. We sit down and talk. We eat food. Robert Anderson was one of the best friends we had. That used to come and just be with us and make us feel good.
Wow.
We'll never forget Robert.
He was a crooner too.
Oh yeah, and he
that
could
man,
sing.
oh
Yeah,
Jesus.
he could sing. He was one of the best male singers, I'll say, at that time. And was Eugene Smith and
Yeah.
Roberta Martin, like I
yeah.
said, Sally Martin. I'm trying to think of there's other. It was so many of
You're
them.
talking about another group. Well, the Gay Sisters.
Yes.
I mean, we want to
The
stay in
Caravans.
stay in Chicago. We
Right.
go. The Argo Singers.
Yes.
You know.
Oh, it was so many of
Yeah.
them. So many of them. And one of the reasons, or one of the things that helped the Barrett Sisters to learn how to harmonize and to be together was because of the Andrews Sisters.
The Andrews
We
Sisters.
love the Andrews Sisters. And that's what made us harmonize. When we sit down and sing, Billy, Lois, and I, we harmonize, and we're going to be as good as the Andrews Sisters because they had such beautiful, beautiful harmony.
Wow.
And that's what we wanted to be. And I got something here to show you that
Oh yeah.
too.
So I have two more things. I'm just like one of those preachers that say, I'm closing in 5 minutes, and I say that about what, 3, 4 times. But I just want to get this out. So first, before I forget, please introduce your daughter,
All right,
the beautiful.
this is my number 3 daughter.
Okay.
This is Pamela
Pamela, that's my mama's
Racing.
name.
Pamela Racing, that's her
Okay.
name.
Thank you for sitting out here with us, and thank you for sharing your mom with the world. You know, I talked to Leonidas a lot. That's Dolores Washington Green's son.
Yeah.
And like for us as enthusiasts, you know, we love your parents, but like to you, they just who is she to you?
Mom.
Case
Just
closed.
mom.
Okay.
And if you asked any of them, most of her children is just mom.
Just mom.
And her grandchildren too, because they look at her grandma. When they find out that she's done this, or she was on Johnny Carson. She did the Same Man movie. She did, all these things. It's like, what? You did what? And friends of ours, our friends, they love her.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, I wanted to make sure that I, talk to you and tell you thank you. So that's the end of this segment. You can hit the button. Thank
12
you.
or 13 grandchildren. From them grandchildren, ain't no telling how many great grandchildren you got.
Right, that's
So
true.
you got plenty.
You're
I
doing
have.
good.
And then she's got some that have adopted her as a mother. So she's got more children, not
Yeah.
just the ones she birthed, but other ones too, that look at her as would do anything for Mama Porter, as they called her, Mama
Yeah.
Porter.
Wow. So can you do me a favor? Say we back. Say we back. We back.
We're back.
We're back. Gospel Diaries. We back. Listen. Look, we have to pause for a moment to just embrace the beauty. First of all, her lipstick is matching the stripes in her shirt.
Oh,
Her hair is matching the top part. You all just give her a round of applause. You are beautiful. Okay?
thank you, Eric. That's so wonderful.
I had to
of
get
you.
that out of there. Okay.
Okay.
So let's kind of go to the Roberta Martin singers. Okay. So Dolores was older than you, maybe
Right.
not. Okay.
Dolores was
about
the
how,
oldest.
About how many years?
We were 2 years apart. Dolores was the oldest. Billy was next, and I was the baby.
Okay.
So,
So she was 4 years older than you.
she was 4. Lois
She
was 4 years
was
older than me.
26, right?
Yes.
Huh?
She was born 26.
26.
She's born in 26.
And Billy-
Billy was born in 1928, and I was born in 1930.
Wow. Okay, so first of all, did you know of Roberta Martin before Dolores
Oh,
started?
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so you knew of her. So when you found out that your sister was singing with this group, what were your thoughts?
Well, it was nothing we could do. We used to go to Ebenezer Baptist Church there in Chicago on 45th and Vincennes. And the Roberta Martin singers sung there every fourth Sunday. And we would go, me and Lois and Billy, we'd be up in the balcony and listening to them. And Lois got to meet Marcellus McKissick.
Oh, okay.
And that's how we got to get close to the Roberta Martin singers. So when Lois was just about to graduate from high school, Miss Martin asked her to come and be a part of the Roberta Martin singers. So she said, well, you have to ask my dad, because we can't do nothing without our parents' permission. So she asked my dad and Papa to come and talk to her. They talked, and he told her yes. Lois had become a member of the Barrett Sisters.
Wow.
And that was
Of the Martin.
I mean, of the Roberta
We're
Martin
with
singers.
you, okay?
Of the Roberta Martin singers.
Okay.
And they traveled and sing, all over the United States. And they were so, they were just lovable people.
Oh yeah.
All of them, Eugene Smith, Willie Webb, Robert Anderson. What's that girl's name?
Betsy Folk.
Betsy Folk. Oh, you know them all. Okay.
Okay, so not often do you have the opportunity to even think about asking a question like this. Okay, but I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it home. Okay, So, like, well, for me, growing up, like, we have Black History, well, in school, we have Black History Month, and they have all these posters on the wall, and half the people are no longer around,
Right,
you
that's
can't
true.
ask any questions, anything like that. But in return, you are a subject in Black history. Like, I mean, how do that feel? Like, you're living to see people read about you in elementary schools. Like, can you?
You know, it feels wonderful.
Okay.
I never thought,
Hmm.
I never dreamed that people would know us all over the world like we did.
Hmm.
I never dreamt that we would be in the museum in Washington, D.C., what is the
The Smithsonian.
Smithsonian.
Hmm.
I have never dreamed that we'd be there. I never dreamed that people would be calling, asking to hear about the life of the Barrett sisters. I never thought that. And I've wondered. I guess God was good because He made us, and put us in the position where we help people to understand what the music, the gospel music, and what God was to us. Like we would be in the singing, and the people would say, who is your God? What color is your God? Same as yours. And we'd be singing songs. They would come up and say, ooh, you give me goosebumps. You give me goosebumps. I said, well, we're so glad that you enjoy our music. Because this is what we had. This is what we did. To let people know about our music, about God, and what He would do to help you when you needed help.
Wow. And I would like to say this too. So, starting about 1932. And the reason why I say 1932, yes, there was religious music, there was syncopation, polyrhythms in the music, and things of that sort. But it was a strain as it relates to the northern cities because they were still trying to, be accustomed to the European style. So here you are, someone that actually sing gospel blues at its conception and helped to nurture it through the golden age of gospel in the 50s. And not only that, had the first opportunities to come on nationally syndicated television shows
That's
like
right.
Jubilee Showcase and so
Right.
many other shows, even when it was in black and white. It was in 63 and then crossing over 63, and that's when they started to color. But you were there. How did that feel?
It felt good. It felt good before my sisters and I. We loved the singing. We loved being able to sing to people, and they come and say, "Oh, yeah, I enjoyed this." So well, we love that because that's what we was there for.
Let me ask you this. So, like, I know when you're overseas, sometimes you're singing for a crowd that probably don't even speak no English. But it's something about either your body movement, the pronunciation, or your dictation, or whatever. They come up to you and they act like they understand what you said, but they were moved by the Spirit. How do you describe that?
The way we presented
Okay.
this music, we sang, we smiled with
Oh
the
my
music,
God, yes.
we moved
Come on.
with the music,
Yes, Lord.
and we let them know that this is something you should know,
Yes.
something you should love,
Yes.
and something that will help you when you're down and
Oh,
out.
yes.
So we loved it because
Oh,
we
yes.
moved, we sang, and it was just good.
Wow. Wow. All right, so I'm going to give us man. I think I look kind of good on this.
Yes, we do.
Y'all forgive me. I'm just playing, y'all.
Oh, you look good, baby.
All right, Gospel Diaries. It is photo time. All right, let's take a look at some of these photos that's on the table. Oh my God. Okay, so what we got here.
This is me
There's you.
and Billy and Dolores, the Barrett sisters
Barrett
here.
Sisters. Okay.
We were in Europe. This is when
Oh,
we were-
Europe.
this is
Okay.
when we was in
What was
Europe.
in your hand? Is that a piece of cake? You said
I don't know what it was. I can't remember. This is us again.
Oh, wow.
No, that's her handkerchief.
Oh, okay.
That's her handkerchief.
That's us when we was in Europe too.
And the guy in the middle, I think I know his name. Don't tell me. I know. I think his initials are CP, perhaps. And I think that he played for Austin Funeral Home too. Cage Funeral Home, perhaps. Okay, I think we talking about the same person. Okay,
Who
Charles
that?
Pipes.
That's it. That's Charles Pipes.
Shout that man could play up the
Yes, Lord. We had some good times with Charles Pipes.
Oh my God.
This is another picture of the Barrett Sisters.
Oh my God, Dolores. Now, while we're holding this photo, now tell me one of the most favorite songs that you like to hear her sing.
My sister?
Yeah.
What was that song? Oh Lord, there's so many of them. Lois sung so many songs. I'm trying to see what was her favorite song. I don't remember that.
Well, while you're thinking about it, let's go back to roughly maybe 83. Oh, this is Jubilee Showcase, definitely.
Yeah. And this is, we was in Africa. That was the, I'm from I don't know if that was, what part of Africa was that, fam? You remember?
Let me tell you something. Interesting fun fact that I have found out. I did an interview with Roland Chaplin, right?
Okay.
Hey, I found out he made maybe 1 or 2 gowns for you all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to you, Roland.
Oh yeah, Roland.
Say hi, Roland.
Hey, Roland.
I think he made the green ones that you
I'ma
want to
see.
say maybe.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Yeah.
See?
And this is all first my brothers, and
Oh,
that's
wow.
all 3 of us there. That's me and Lois.
So that was her nickname, Lois.
Lois, we call her Lois.
Lois.
This is me. I'm trying to see what this is on a cruise. We was on a cruise.
What you doing on a cruise? I'm just like,
The Barrett Sisters
enjoy yourself.
They did
The Barrett Sisters did cruises.
I know.
They did some of everything.
That's Africa.
This is Africa.
Now, did you go any? Okay.
That's why.
By the time we were still very young.
Uh huh. Wow, the Barrett Sisters.
Yep. This is the article of paper wrote about the Barrett Sisters.
Oh wow.
This is from the Chicago Tribune
Oh wow.
back in 1998.
1998. Let's see. 1998. I was 14 years old.
What?
Yeah.
And this is Dolores, Billy, and Rodessa singing the gospel version of the R. Kelly hit, I Believe I Can Fly.
Y'all sang that song?
Oh, yeah. I believe I can fly.
What you believe? I can touch the sky. Hey, I think I know this book right
Yeah, I
here.
think you do too. This is one of the beautifulest things.
Oh, thank you.
I love it.
Oh,
Get
thank
away.
you. Thank you. Get away out of here. Get away, fly.
And this is the book of
Of the century.
this is that's my husband.
Oh, so that's where the porter comes from.
That's my husband.
Okay.
And this is me.
Grandkids, ain't it?
It also with me, 2 of my grandkids.
Oh wow. Now, do you remember how many? You remember your grandkids? How many grandkids you got? Let's see.
Well,
12.
12.
is it 12 or 15? It's 12. I got 12 grandkids. Huh?
One has
Oh,
passed.
sorry.
Oh yeah, Red Tail passed.
And how many great grands?
No.
No. Are you serious?
No, we can't. We don't know how many.
Oh, do you have a
We
lot?
have-
Okay,
She
okay.
has a lot of
Okay.
great grandkids.
I'd say at least 19.
At least.
Yeah, at least 19. I got a lot of them.
All right.
And this is one of the things we did.
Yeah. You know, while we're looking through the picture, I seen an interview. Was it Reverend Jerome or J.D. Rogers? Did that?
Oh yeah.
He did an interview with
from
you,
Cleveland. What's his name?
J.D. Rogers, I believe.
Yeah,
right?
Rogers.
That was a nice interview.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that.
Right. This is me.
Oh.
This is her and me.
Uh-oh, look, mama and daughter.
See that one? I see that. Oh yeah,
This
that's
is
us.
us.
Uh,
Where was we at?
This is in the backyard of Lois's house.
oh, wow. So you remember the taping that you all did at Mount Pisgah? It was the Caravans, the Barrett Sisters, James Cleveland, Mitty Collier.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What do you remember? What do you remember about that night?
It was a good night.
It was a good night.
It was a good night. You know, James Cleveland was a friend of ours. He used to come to Lois's house and eat and have a good time. And when he was doing that at Mount Pisgah, you know, he asked us to be a part of it, so naturally we had to be there. We loved James, and we loved singing.
All right, you guys. So we're back, and basically, what I really wanted to come out here to do, my purpose for coming here was, I wanted the world to see you I want the world to see you as much as they can, possibly can, and just hear your beautiful voice and hear your wisdom, because it is a known fact that wisdom comes with time.
That's right.
You know, and experience, and
That's
you
right.
have really, you know, you lived some experience.
I know.
So in that vein, I would ask you to give us a word of
One of
wisdom.
the things that I learned to live by was having God in your life.
Mm-hmm.
As a little girl, we were taught about Jesus, about God, and how He would help us to grow up and be good. And that's what we did. A lot of things that the kids that went out, they wasn't there. First place I learned from them, they tell us you cannot do this, you cannot do that, and that was it. Wisdom, I guess, is to really know what you want and what you want to do with it. And go after it, and make it possible. Be strong.
And on that note, you still Gospel Diaries, watching Bye. So bye. See you later.
Bye-bye. This is all of you.
All right, y'all. Listen, as I always say, love on someone.